you how easy it is to do a keto meal. The whole thing is actually going to be ribs and a cauliflower poutine.
So we had our keto tea at what, 12:30?
About 12:30.
And right now it's 5:30, so we haven't eaten yet today other than what we ate at 12:30. So I'm starving and quite hungry right now. Katie probably feels the same.
Yeah. So we're just going to show you how to do the ribs. Super easy, and in case you've never done this before. So I just bought some cheap pork back ribs. This whole thing was like $15, so it doesn't have to be expensive. That's the beauty of the Instapot. So the first thing that we have to do is take the membrane off the back of the ribs. So you see there's going to be this little kind of peely thing. Okay, and we're back. The membrane has been removed. Took me a little bit longer than I thought it would, so we're just going to fast forward through that. Next,
hold on. I like that you're ready for the sun inside our house.
Yes, and it's completely dark outside.
Sorry, I had to point that out.
So next we're just going to salt and pepper them. So I'll just...
So what are you putting on there? Pepper?
Back. This is pepper first.
So just good old standard pepper. Salt is going to be pink Himalayan salt.
Yep.
Not standard salt.
So you're going to do both sides. We use pink Himalayan salt for everything rather than regular table salt.
And why do we do that?
The mineral content is way higher.
Exactly. So we're back and we have salted and peppered both sides of the ribs.
Yep, so now we're just going to cut them into sections because obviously this is going to be a little bit too big for the Instapot. So however many, I do about 3 with this size. Okay, so that's done. We're going to bring the ribs over to our Instant Pot here. You want to make sure that you're using your trivet. So this guy is going to go inside there. And you want about a cup, cup and a half of water. Do not forget the water.
Just repeat that.
Do not forget the water. So I actually found some keg chicken and rib that I forgot to put on, so I'm just going to throw that on here before I put the ribs in there, just to kind of give it some extra flavor.
Well, that pepper's coming in my nose too. I can smell it.
I've been sneezing. So we're just going to lay the ribs in on the trivet.
So it's okay if they're touching the sides, bottom?
It's okay if they're touching the sides, bottom. The trivet is there to keep them essentially mostly out of the water. And you're just stacking them in there.
And again, out of the cup and a half of water that was put in the bottom.
Right. There we go. So we've got the ribs in there. Now we're going to put the lid on, and you're going to hear the noise. When you've got it right, you're going to put it to sealing, not venting.
Sealing.
And then for the ribs, I like them fall off the bone tender. So we're going to cook them for 25 minutes and hit meat. This little dial here shows you less, normal, or more for temperature. So I cook it on more, the highest setting, 25 minutes, and that's good. If you like a chewier rib, then you can cook it anywhere from 16 to 25 minutes, depending on how you want it cooked. But we like fall off the bone. And there it goes. It's going to do its thing. And once it's pressurized, 25 minutes will pass and it will be done. And we'll show you then.
How long does it take to pressurize?
Probably a few minutes.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll come back when they're done.
All right, perfect. So the ribs should be done. We're just going to release the pressure.
So they cooked for 25 minutes and they've been sitting there for 18. Right? Yeah.
Once the little red tabby thing right there pops down, then it is safe to open.
And voila.
So what are you gonna do next?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these out of here, put them onto a baking sheet. Okay, so once you get them on the baking sheet, we are going to cover them with some barbecue sauce or marinade. I found this one. It's Signature Steakhouse. Has 2 grams of carbs per tablespoon. It was the lowest one that I could find. And it says it's good for ribs.
So we'll eat it.
We're gonna eat it. So just going to take it and brush it onto the ribs to give it more flavor. And then these are going in the oven to just kind of bake for about 10-15 minutes. And then we're all done. You could also put them on the barbecue if you really wanted to as well. And then into the oven.
For what temperature?
We have them at 350 for about 15 minutes or so. We actually bake them at 450 for about 10 to 15 minutes.
Not 350 like we said.
Not 350 like we said. So we're gonna pull them out.
Oh yeah.
And now they look like they've been oven roasted and you've spent all day cooking these ribs.
So altogether, I guess they took probably what?
Maybe an hour altogether for dinner. And there's our dinner. We could add a fresh salad or some greens on the side as well.
But that's probably enough for now.
But this is good for now.